Hello, everybody. I am the Valley Viking, and today I am back to just kind of talk with you. And I wanted to share some experiences that I have went through with the three questions that I have today. So, without further ado, let's jump into the questions. Question one: what kind of personality do you have? You know what? I'm not too sure. So, why don't we dive into a personality quiz and find out what kind of personality I do have? Uh, I mean, it's not really something to be like judgy for or like to base your life upon, but it's always fun to see where you stand in these kind of things. So, let's see. This test is by 16 personalities. So, let's see which personality I am. You regularly make new friends. Um, I mean, I used to, not so much now. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna go with disagree, because I used to make friends all the time. Well, but then again, no. See, it says regularly. I have kids. Probably it's not gonna happen that much. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I do agree with that, yeah. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. No, it makes me want to disengage. It's terrible. I feel so bad about that. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. True. I do. I do. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Um, I'm more of the agree type here. I think I freak out if it's overwhelming. But for the most part, I think I could stay calm. Uh, I'm going to put myself right about here. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Unfortunately, this is very true. I agree with that statement. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. I do. I used to be completely opposite, but ever since when I became a manager, it's so much better to do one project before moving on to another. You are very sentimental. I don't know how I feel about that. I I want to say, sorry, let me move that down here. I want to say I'm here. Um, I don't know. I used to be really sentimental and hold on to a bunch of stuff. I still have like a drawer full of stuff that I keep just for mementos, but I used to have like a closet full of stuff. So I've given up a lot of that. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna put myself there. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists. Organizing tools like schedules and lists. I do, actually. That helps a lot. You can review and plan for what your day is going to be like. Yes. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Um, ugh, I don't know about this. It depends on like what the mistake is. I mean, it may be a small mistake, but like where is the small mistake at? Um, Sometimes I like cuss myself out or I beat myself up and then like I'll do that for about 20 minutes and then the feeling goes away and then I move on. Sorry, I forgot to finish that sentence. And then I move on. Uh, Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. No, I disagree with that statement. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. That takes practice. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So, yes, I do feel comfortable in doing that. You are not interested in discussing various interpretations. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. When you say creative works, are you talking about like movies and art? Um, you're discussing various interpretations. Oh, no, I don't really talk about art and all that, and I don't talk about like what the filming process would look like or anything. So I agree with this statement. Yes. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. More so now, yes. Um, you usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particularly daily routine. I think I'm going to go against what I said earlier because I think I had an earlier statement that kind of sounded like this one. You usually prefer just doing what you feel because I don't really like planning. It's nice to plan, but plans usually fall through. Um, it's always it feels good when they get completed, but I think I'm gonna agree with this. I usually prefer, yeah. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Um, I don't know. I guess it depends on the person that I'm meeting. No, I don't think I worry. Okay, I agree with that statement. Yes, I rarely worry about it. You enjoy participating in group activities. Uh, when we say group activities, is this like talking and like sharing ideas and discussing what we're going to be doing next? Or is it like, I don't know. I enjoy participating in group activities as long as the work is distributed like kind of evenly. Yes. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending? No, absolutely hate those. Cliffhangers are no. Mm-mm. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. Um, I feel a lot more happier when I help other people, but sometimes I feel like if I help too much, I become a like what do you call that? A crutch. So um, I'm really happy when I can help other people, and and it and I feel like they're relieved. So yes, I agree with this statement. You're interested in many things you find difficult to choose what to try next. It's true. Yes. I when I see so many things, I can't make a choice. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. I'm going to go right about this area. It's I'm not worrying about it. I think about what's going to happen when it goes to the worse, and I'm ready for when it goes worse. Um, so no, I don't worry about that stuff. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Mm, I would be the leader if I have to be the leader. I do not mind being the leader. No, this does not include work. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. Making YouTube videos is an art, right? I don't know. Is it? I draw sometimes. I sing. I act. No, I'm an artistic person. You disagree. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality than less on their feelings. I don't know how I feel about that question. That's kind of hard to say. You know, mm, being over rational can be kind of cold, whereas having feelings kind of brings, I think that would be like I think I would like this a little bit more. Disagree. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yes, I agree with this. I hate getting like overtired or sitting down, getting relaxed, and then I have to get back up and do some more stuff, unless it's really needed. You enjoy watching people argue. Dang, people really do enjoy this. You enjoy watching people argue. Um, in a comedic way, I do enjoy watching people argue. Yes. Um, I can agree with this statement. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. Disagree. Your mood can change very quickly. Uh, can it? I'm gonna. I don't know how I feel about this. I think I'm gonna agree with this because at one moment I could be and then the next one would be you know what I mean? You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you. I hate to admit this, but I think I agree with this statement. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. This is true too, but to a degree. I'm gonna go with that one. You have been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death. No, not really. I'm not fascinated by that question. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. It's really nice to be around people. It really is. And then you can bounce back ideas back and forth or have a discussion. But there's also an ugly side of people that you don't really want to be around. And I really prefer the fact of being alone and enjoying my own time where I know most of what would make me mad, um, rather than having somebody else make me mad. But I still enjoy the company of other people. So yes, I still no, I disagree. I'd rather be on my own for the most part. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. No, I disagree with that. I could be very creative. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. True. I do. I agree with this. Yes. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. You know what? I disagree with this. No. There's a lot of times I wait. I'm going to go with a hard agree. Never mind. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I live with the choices that I've made. After a long and exhausting week, after a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. No, it's got to be a few months before I do that. Disagree. Long exhausting week. Disagree. You enjoy going to art museums. I don't go to them often. I have been to two of them and I enjoyed the time that I did spend in there, but I don't go because it's not as entertaining. Like I'll take a look at something and then I'll get bored of it and then I'll walk away and go look at something else. However, I do appreciate the art that I look at, um, and I talk about some of it with the people that I go with. Um, I'm gonna go right here. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. No, I disagree. You like to have a to-do list for each day. Mm, no, not really. I mean, it's good to have at least one thing on a list that you have to do that day. And as long as you get it done, you feel pretty accomplished after doing that. But it's a very, well, I guess I do have a to-do list. It's very short, one or two things. Okay, I can agree with this. You rarely feel insecure. Disagree. Hard disagree. You avoid making phone calls. I do avoid making phone calls. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. I used to do this a lot when I was younger. Uh, I don't know. I feel like I feel if I sit and I think about it for a long while, yeah. I spend time. Yes, this is true. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. I used to be, not so much right now. Disagree. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. Uh, yeah, actually, that's very true. I feel like I need to switch this one to yes because I do activate. Yeah, I'm gonna switch that one to agree. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made long ago. No, I am not bothered. I live with those mistakes. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. True, I do. Not. I mean, I think about it here and there, but not so much. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Uh, I'm gonna agree. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. True, but that doesn't mean that I don't. That sometimes I don't point out people that need to get in trouble. No, I'm going to disagree with them because I can think of a lot of times that I did the opposite. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. No, I disagree. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Damn. No, disagree. Uh, it's more of you wait for somebody that thinks highly of you to find out who you really are, so this way you can kind of um, be yourself. You would love that. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. I do agree with this. Yes. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. If I had time to kind of just sit down and just think about those questions, or uh, it's better to talk with people rather than just thinking about them on your own. So I believe that pondering is a waste of time. I agree. Yes. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Disagree. You know at a first glance how someone is feeling. I can I can be pretty. I know what people are feeling for the most part. You often feel overwhelmed. No, you complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Hmm. It depends on how much time I have. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Uh, Disagree. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. If I knew somebody that needed the opportunity more than I did, yes, I would pass it along. You struggle with deadlines. No, not anymore. You feel confident that the things you will work out for you. Yes, I agree. I don't understand what gender has to do with that, but this will determine your avatar. Oh, okay. I'm a male. Let's see. I'm a defender. Defenders are very dedicated and warm protectors, always ready to defend their loved ones. Maybe. I'm 61% introverted. Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deep and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments. This is true, yes. I am 59% observant. Observant individuals are pragmatic and down to earth. They tend to have a strong focus on what is happening or very likely to happen. True. At least I try to be observant. Feeling. Feeling and thinking. 51% feeling. Feeling individuals very value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. This this is like a 50-50 though. I mean, you're like putting me with 1% more feeling. I don't know. I might be both. Judging. Oh, I'm sorry. Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structure and planning to spontaneity. Hmm. I used to be really spontaneous. Assertive. Assertive individuals are self assured, even tempered, and resistant to stress. They refuse to worry too much and tend to be self confident when striving to achieve goals. I've been trying to work on my assertiveness, so this makes sense. Turbulent, huh? It's an interesting word. Explore your personality. Oh my god. Um, oh, this is a lot. I don't know if I want to go that much into this. This is one of those things. It's like it's trying to control your life. How about I go to my strengths and weaknesses? I'll look at that. I'll look at that. Strengths and weaknesses. Um, Supportive defenders truly enjoy helping others, and they help happily share their knowledge, attention, and expertise with anyone who needs it. People with this personality type strive for win-win situations, choosing teamwork over competition whenever possible. Reliable. Rather than working in sporadic, excited bursts, they leave things half finished. Defenders are meticulous and careful. They take a steady approach, ensuring that things are done in the highest standard and often going well beyond what is required. Damn. Observant. Defender personalities have a talent for noticing things, particularly about other people. They pay attention to the smallest details of what someone says and does, giving them unexpected insights into other people's lives and emotions. Enthusiastic when the goal is right, defenders apply all their gifts to something that they believe will make a real positive difference in people's lives, whether that's fighting poverty with a global initiative or simply making customers' day. Damn, got me. Hardworking. Defenders don't get their work done, they take pride in it. People with this personality type often form an emotional attachment to the projects and organizations that they've dedicated themselves to, and they won't rest until they have done their share, or more than their share, to be of help. Good practical skills. This personality type offers the rare combination of an altruistic nature and hard won practicality. Defenders don't just hope to help others, they take action, meaning that they're more than happy to roll up their sleeves and do what's necessary to care for their friends, family, and anyone else who needs it. That's nice. Yeah. I'm overly humble. This is my weaknesses. Defenders are so concerned with other people's feelings that they may refuse to take thoughts of their to make thoughts their thoughts known or to take and any duly earned credit for their contributions. And they often downplay their efforts entirely when they think they could have done some minor aspect of a task better. Taking things personally, although they might try to hide it. People with this personality type are deeply sensitive to others' opinions, and they can be thrown off balance if someone doesn't appreciate, approve of, or agree with them. When they encounter criticism or disagreement, even if it's well intentioned, defenders may feel if as if they're experiencing a personal attack. I used to deal with this a lot, but I think I've overcome that. Like I can take criticism very well now. I'm not happy about it sometimes, though. Sometimes. Repressing their feelings, private or reserved defenders tend to internalize their feelings, particularly negative ones. This can create misunderstandings in their relationships. Eventually, all of the repressed feelings and resentments may boil over in a sudden, uncharacteristic outburst of frustration. Eh, I hope not. Overcommitted defenders' dutifulness can create situations where they are overwhelmed but unwilling to relax their standards or ask for help. As a result, defender personalities may suffer silently, trying to do everything themselves, even when it's impossible. Simply impossible. Reluctant to change, defenders are among the personality types that struggle the most with change. Breaking with tradition isn't easy for defenders, who place great value on history and precedent, even when change is necessary. They may wait until the situation reaches a breaking point before altering course. Damn. True altruistic. Defenders' giving, generous nature can leave them vulnerable to being taken advantage of by others. It can be hard for other people with this personality type to rock the boat and stand up to someone who isn't pulling their own weight. I am struggling with this last part right now. I can I'm learning to take care of this first part, but I am dealing with this part too. I have to really try. I don't know if I want to do romantic relationships. The strengths and weaknesses is pretty good. Friendships, parenthood, career paths, workplace habits. You know what? I think this is where I'm going to end the video, or end the personality test. Let's go back to me. All right. Well, that was the end of the first question. After seeing the results of being a defender, it's pretty interesting to see a lot of this. This really does take, like, it makes you think about your life, but you also have to remember that you can't weigh your decisions or your outcomes on little tests like this, because what if you answered a question and you weren't too sure, um, or if they didn't ask the question correctly, or if they didn't, like, I had a whole bunch of questions that were there that, or not questions, but like statements that were there that, like, I could challenge against and then change that answer to that question. So, I mean, I may be a defender today, but an empathetic or something else tomorrow. So these tests are more fun than anything, um, because I think people change daily. So it's it's not good to kind of just think that you're stuck in one place, or um, operate by these tests. But they are very fun to do. They are really that they're really they're time eaters, I guess you could say. So they're fun to do, they're fun to read, and it makes you think about yourself a little bit more, and helps you find some things that you might want to work on. Like the rocking the boat for me, that would be something I would like to work on. or like telling somebody that they suck, you know? All right. Question two. What did you think about that personality test? Would you take it? Did you think that it was an appropriate test? Would you answer the same way that I did? Um, well, let me know down in the comments. That would be awesome. And my final question is, do you feel like more of an emotional person or a thinker? Like where I was 50-50 in that one question? Because sometimes I think I'm more of a thinker on some days, and sometimes I feel more emotional. I guess it kind of depends on the environment, right? I'm not crazy there. I could be both of those things. But then again, I could be all of the things that were there. That's why I don't really agree with these tests. But like I said, they're really fun to do and they're good time eaters. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That would be so fun. I do daily vlogs right now. Um, I will be changing this up maybe in the future to something, I don't know. I've been trying to change this channel, but trying to find a niche and for the most part, just having fun. Um, I don't want to. I'm gonna save that for another day. So, um, thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can look down in the description. I have all the places I am, and yeah, okay. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.